How can you avoid overlooking defensive moves in chess attacks? Imagine you're setting up a bold attack on your opponent's king, but suddenly you realize you've left your own king vulnerable. That's why balancing offense and defense is so important in chess. When you plan an attack, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of creating threats. But if you forget to check what your opponent can do in response, you might miss key defensive moves that could turn the game around. One way to avoid this is to bring enough pieces into both your attack and your defense. If you're attacking with multiple pieces, make sure you also have enough pieces supporting your own position. For example, if you're pushing a pawn to open a line for your rook or queen, ensure your king is still protected. Leaving your king or important squares unguarded invites counterattacks. Next, always keep an eye on your opponent's threats. Before making a move, ask yourself what they could do next. Could they pin one of your pieces? Could they threaten your queen or king? Think about how they might neutralize your attack. This kind of evaluation requires you to calculate a few moves ahead and imagine their best defensive responses. Activating all your pieces is another key point. If some of your pieces are passive or stuck, you might miss defensive resources. Moving your knights, bishops, or rooks to active squares can reveal hidden defensive options. When all your pieces are mobile, it's easier to see potential threats and respond quickly. Understanding pawn structure and king safety also plays a role. Pushing pawns can help create attacking chances, but it can also weaken your defenses if done carelessly. For example, advancing pawns in front of your king might open up vulnerabilities. Knowing when to hold back or push forward depends on your king's safety and the overall position. Using the principle of balancing attackers and defenders helps prevent overextending. If your opponent has one piece attacking a square, you only need one piece to defend it. Overcommitting your pieces on the attack can leave other parts of your position open to counterattack. Keep your defenses tight while you attack. Finally, after every move, reassess the position. Chess is always changing. A move that looks good offensively might create new weaknesses. Check if your opponent's last move has opened up any vulnerabilities or threats. This habit of constant evaluation keeps you alert to defensive moves you might otherwise overlook. Practicing tactical motifs like forks, pins, and discovered attacks also sharpens your defensive awareness. Recognizing these threats quickly helps you respond with the right defensive move. When you combine these ideas, you'll find yourself creating strong attacks without missing important defensive moves. Remember, a good attack is balanced with solid defense, and paying attention to both makes your overall game stronger.